Wuthering Waves have probably some of the coolest character design ever in terms of their gameplay, and I think they solved one of the biggest problem in mobile gacha game space ever, which is the lack of buttons. You can't really put that many buttons on your mobile gacha game, so as it turned out, most mobile games just don't make a lot of buttons. They prefer the simple control, for example like in Genshin Impact, Zeta Song Zero's, Wuthering Waves, or even the latest gacha game Neverless Everless, there's only like ever 2 or 3 attack buttons. And because of that, sometimes gameplay can feel it lack dynamic just because you're casting like the same 2 buttons every single time. However, I think the newest 4-star characters in Wuthering Waves kind of come over this problem in a very clever way. Lumi, the newest 4-star characters in Wuthering Waves, has 2 attack forms. There is like the range form, which uses her pet to fire missiles, and then her melee form where she go up and attack with her big ass claymore. You can rotate between these 2 forms freely with clicking the skills button. So instead of your skills button doing something like an attack, like a special skills attack, your skills button here simply just change form. In the melee form, she focuses on attacking enemy upfront with her really big sword to swing doing heavy damage. However, in her range form, she does something completely different. Her dodge is actually replaced with this like super fast sprint instead, and while you're sprinting, you will automatically fire these big missiles. So your gameplay while you're in melee form is to go up to the enemy and swing your heavy ass sword. However, your gameplay during your range form is to actually get as far away as the enemy as possible, kind of like kiting the enemy out, kind of dodging with your super speed while firing this gigantic missile at them. This ended up creating 2 completely different dynamic of playstyles all within one of the same characters. You have one where you are going up to hit them big and nice and slow, while another to go as far as possible to hit them fast. And while you can just stay in one of the same form and attack forever, Wuthering Waves give you incentive to constantly switch between these 2 forms through the special unique mechanics in Wuthering Waves called Vortex Circuit, which are basically characters' passive. Lumi Vortex Circuit is pretty simple. You basically get color stacks depending on the form you're attacking in. If you're attacking in melee form, you get red color stacks. And once you fill up your entire red gauge, switching to your range form will give your range form a massive damage bonus. So you incentivize to attack the enemy a bunch to build up your red gauge first, and then switch to your range form to attack the enemy that way. And likewise, while you're attacking the enemy in your range form and you're sprinting around, you'll consistently build up the yellow gauge, which indicates by the left side of the Vortex Circuit bar. And once again, once you finish building up this Vortex Circuit meters, you get a giant bonus whenever you switch back to your melee form. Conveniently, the attack that lets you switch back to a melee form is a super gap close, so it immediately puts you back in front of the enemy directly with a giant massive bonus damage buff, and then you go back to your melee form to attack the enemy straight, and you basically rotate between these 2 forms through your gameplay, once again making your gameplay feel very dynamic. It's like an in and out gameplay. You go in, hit them, go out. You go in, hit them, go out. And I think that's really cool. Subscribe if you think so as well.